Hi guys, Rox here, and in this video I'll bring you some checks and facts about Dune Awakening. Hope you guys are doing great, and now let's begin. What happens when you step in the green waters of Sheol? As you can see, your radiation meter fills up much faster, because you are not only breathing the radiation, but you are also in touch with it. The radiation suits lose durability by being exposed to radiation, but of course the same thing goes when they are hit by bullets. But what about vehicles? Do they get damaged by radiation? Let's find out. For this test, I parked the vehicle inside Sheol's radiation zone, checked the durability, waited 5 minutes, and then checked the durability again to see if anything changed.
One eternity later.
But looks like they do not get damaged by radiation. Now, what if the vehicle stepping in the green radiation water? Do they receive damage? And also, if we are inside the vehicle while it's on the radiation water, do our radiation increase? It looks like the vehicles do not receive damage. And also, seems like we are not affected by the green radiation water while we are inside the vehicles. Can we touch the electric Shai Hu'lud in Attractor Field? Let's find out. Well, looks like not. But what happens if you were inside of a vehicle? You can land or even ride on it, but remember, you cannot leave your vehicle or you'll die. Do you receive any fall damage if you are inside of a vehicle? Looks like not. You know what this means, don't you? This means you can jump directly down to the rift. But what about the vehicles? Do they receive any fall damage at all? And looks like they don't get any damage at all. Did you know that you can cancel fields by overlapping them with other fields? For example, an anti-gravity field will negate the effect of a gravity field by overlapping it. And even if it's the same field type, it will bypass the other field's duration. So now you know if a bubble intersects the other, it will remove the old field and apply the new one. Speaking of fields, the mine fields are much larger than the throwable fields. However, you and other players can shoot the mines to completely end the field effects. So mines can be OP for PvE, as for PvP they need to be carefully placed. Or at least protected with your own body or a vehicle, for example. You cannot consume spice melange food to increase your spice state duration, like to make it permanent or something. You can only consume the food to regain your spice after its cooldown has ended. So don't be surprised if you are trying to use food to extend its duration and nothing is happening. After you use your spice buff, you'll get temporary visions. These visions do not harm your character. A curious fact is there is a bunch of different halogenic side effects, which get aggravated by the more spice you use. So have fun. Just in case you forgot, or if you are new, you can parry the red glowing attacks, which are the heavy attacks. And still on parries, you can also parry abilities like the crippling strike. And you can do it in 3 ways. You can time it, you can hold your parrying button, or you can even parry with a parrying ability. If you think this is helping you or other people, please leave a like and subscribe. The Attractor Field ability is one of the most broken abilities in the game, for both offensive and defensive at the same time. As when you hit someone with it, it will create a magnetic sphere, and any bullet that enters in this sphere will automatically be directed to the target. This alone might not seem nothing special, however, it also gives you and your party visibility to where the target is. Now let's speak of the defensive side. The target hit by this ability cannot use his ranged weapons, neither aim abilities directly at you. And even the deflection ability does not work, as it acts the bullets reflected already enter in the bubble, so they will come back to you. Keep in mind that the target affected by the Attractor Field can still use the melee attacks. Now you are maybe thinking that there is no counter for this ability then. Well, either the guy has bad aim, do panic and misses, or you will have to dodge it on the right time to break the line of sight of the skill and force it to hit a wall or something. Or you can use the Bindu Sprint trick that I'm about to show you, and you should be fine as long as you can manage your stamina well. But before we get into the trick, remember things can get worse. Imagine you don't have covers to break the line of sight, and also remember the other guy will have other abilities like knee charge or the hook itself, so it will stagger you and then he can easily land the Attractor Field on you. And things like that can ruin your opportunities to escape. Now for the moments that you get hit by the Attractor Field, your safest bet is always use the Bindu Sprint, as this will allow you to run away so the ability vanishes and then you can come back. However, if you don't have Bindu Sprint, you can try to find covers or use your hook, but remember, whenever you use your hook, it will remove your shield briefly, and that brief moment can be your doom. You can dodge voice-related skills if you time your dodges correctly, as they have a delay for the sound to enter in your character's ears, let's say. Just keep in mind that if the person has rapid register technique, you won't be able to dodge them, or at least as easily. The stop ability works in a cone radius. This means it's an AoE CC. It's extremely nice for PvE, as you can literally freeze groups of NPCs in stations. And having you and your party using rockets on those NPCs, you can instantly clear a group of them. To dodge with Bindu Sprint, which is something people still underestimate a lot, if you use Bindu Sprint and cancel it right away, it can give you precious help to dodge sticky situations. Especially if you are a master at doing this. And as it probably came to your mind, you can use this to get close, to get far, or to simply dodge. The stamina it uses is practically covered by the time it finishes. It has a 2-second cooldown, and under the spice effect, you'll only have 1 second cooldown. So good luck for the guys trying to hit you after you mastered this Bindu Sprint trick. A tier 6 rocket chopper can obviously output way more damage and more rockets than the tier 5, because it consumes less heat. But instead of spamming your rockets in panic, simply pay attention to your heat meter and not let it fill up completely. Because if the meter fills up completely, you will be punished and will have to wait a long time before you can shoot again. So control your heat. Still on rockets, and this one is a precious reminder, if you are going to untouch your rocket model, make sure to remove your rockets from there first, else the rockets will simply vanish when you detach the model. They won't go to your inventory, neither to the ground. So before you detach your rockets, always double check first. Switching Sietches now have 5 minutes cooldown, but if you switch in Overworld, you will have no cooldown at all. If you guys have curious stuff that you found on your own, even if you think it's not very important, please share it in the comments, as it might be useful for someone. Hope you learned something new, consider leaving a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, Rox is out.